A lot of interesting stuff is happening in crypto right now. You might not know it, but altcoins are still getting wrecked. And as you may know me as a Bitcoin maxi or a perma bear, we should all take this as a big opportunity, as I would love to load up my altcoin bags for the next crypto bull market. So if you are with me, please don't hesitate and like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and let's get right into the content. So first thing I would like to show you is Bitcoin. Now, what is Bitcoin doing? Overall, not much, right? Bitcoin is sitting at $26,000. Let me remove these lines right here to make it a little more clear. Bitcoin had a little pump all the way to $28,000. The bulls thought, we are back. And a couple of days later, the bears were back. And now we are basically sitting at the exact same level as where we were 1 month ago. So nothing has really changed. We had a big wick to the upside and a wick to the downside, and we are now back at where we were. However, what has changed? The Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance was in this downtrend since June. So, well, in a downtrend, let me put it like this. The Bitcoin dominance has been in a major uptrend, of course, over the whole year, and it was cooling down a little bit, as you know, that's understandable after such a pump. But even that shorter term downtrend seems to come to an end right here. What's happening right now is that we broke out of this downtrend and we now look to retest it perfectly. So this shows us that although Bitcoin has gone up a bit, has gone down a bit, what's interesting is that as soon as Bitcoin is started to go up, the Bitcoin dominance went up with it. But as soon as Bitcoin has started to go down, the Bitcoin dominance hasn't seemed to come down with it. So that only left Bitcoin sideways and altcoins a little bit more wrecked as what they were. If we look at altcoins on their Bitcoin pair, you see that it's going down a little bit now again. Now overall, if we also take a look at the major trend right here for the rest of, for the whole year of 2023, basically, altcoins were getting completely destroyed against Bitcoin. Exactly at this zero level on the Fibonacci tool, we bounce. Like, it could not be more perfect than this, basically. We bounced, we went up a little bit, and now we look like we are trying to go down, but we do have to break this level where we are right now, as this is some short-term support. But overall, the trend looks very much to go at least to the 0.382 or even to the 0.618. And these are the key levels on the Fibonacci tool, and these are the levels that usually get hit, but you have to take a step back and have to have some patience with it, as this is a quite long-term play. But we had a big accumulation zone, an uptrend, a huge distribution phase, and now the downtrend has started. Downtrends are not only red, as uptrends are not only green. We will have red and green in between of those, right? So of course we have a major downtrend. We see some green right here. But we also saw some green right here. We saw a couple of green candles right here. Overall, the trend is still down. And this could play out for a long while. Like I said, and what this means basically, for the people that feel like, man, you're losing me. This is how altcoins are doing against Bitcoin. Okay, so not necessarily against the dollar. So if you do feel like, well, but I don't care about Bitcoin necessarily, I only care about altcoins. Well, if altcoins are losing from Bitcoin, like we said before, altcoins are more risk than Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin shows you that, especially this year, is giving you higher returns, then why would you be in altcoins, right? Altcoins were only basically better than Bitcoin from the beginning of 2021. That's basically where the bull run for Bitcoin was going on for a while. And here altcoins were winning from Bitcoin. From May 2021 until December 2022, altcoins on their Bitcoin pair, it went up, down, but overall it stayed the same. So if you were in Bitcoin or in a good altcoin, didn't really matter. But this was the only time that altcoins were really outperforming Bitcoin. Now altcoins are really losing from Bitcoin, right? But people still, they love to be in altcoins, as of course it's exciting, right? You can make 100x with an altcoin and not with Bitcoin. Well, yeah, but not in this market, right? Like, it's a bear market, altcoins are going down, and yeah, the chart shows it. If we take a look at the total 3, it got its ass saved for now. This is a clear trend for the total 3, so the altcoin market. And what we did in the last couple of days was that we went all the way down to the downside of this trend right here. We touched it and we bounced. So now we are still in this range right here. Now this range right here is basically giving us higher lows and lower highs. We have to see how this plays out. Usually such a pattern breaks to the downside, and that would make a lot of sense overall. So I'm still very careful with altcoins. The S&P didn't really do much, but this, you know, this small downwards move by the S&P took altcoins down quite hard as well, and they are now sitting at support. Now you must ask yourself, like, okay, altcoins are sitting on final support right now, like final support. Most of them already broke to the downside, lost all their support against Bitcoin, are completely stressing against their dollar pair, but some are still sitting at final support. Yeah, one little hit by the S&P shakes it completely off of that. Now you must look at this chart and be like, okay, will the S&P never go down from here? I don't know. It looks a little likely to me that that could happen, and Bitcoin could still definitely go towards like $20,000 in my opinion. And yeah, that's just very bad news for altcoins. Ethereum is kind of showing what's going to happen. It's still like happening right now because Ethereum has been losing against Bitcoin for more than a year now. Since August 2022, it's making lower lows and lower highs. And now it's coming to this like final support level in a couple of weeks maybe. And then it's crunch time. Then we have to take a look like what's happening. Because if Ethereum goes down, you can bet your ass that the whole altcoin market goes down very hard as well. Now I would like to take a look at a couple of individual altcoins. CeFi is an altcoin that I really like, for example, but the price chart also. And I'm not biased, right? I show a lot of altcoins that look like shit. Some people give me shit for that, like, yeah, well, but this altcoin just dollar cost. It's going down all the day. Well, that's dollar cost. Yeah, that's like, okay, if you want to throw your money away slowly, that's a good way. But I'm not biased at all. CeFi is my biggest holding when it comes to altcoins, and also looks like shit, right? We had this resistance right here, support, and we broke it. And now it's like CeFi is now basically holding on to this little sport piece of shit right here. And yeah, if that gets lost, then we are in for some deep trouble on CeFi, not gonna lie about that. Engine Starter also was one of the coins that was holding up quite well in this bear market, especially this year, but it's basically slowly losing over here, right? And now it's sitting at some big support as well. If this gets broken, then we can say that Engine Starter could definitely go down with another, what is it, 35%, give or take, maybe 30%. That's quite a lot, right? But this is my Launchpad token watch list. Pulse Finance going to the downside. GameFi making lows after lows. Chain GPT completely wrecked. DQBait looks like let's not talk about that too much. Gaming altcoins fucked up. Delysium had an insane pump thanks to its BitHump, I don't even know how you call it, listing. Microsoft, Google partnership, perfect. They went all the way from 4 cents up to 13 cents. Big gains, but these gains are getting faded slow. Well, not even slowly. In a matter of a week, basically, it's back at where it was. I hoped that 6 cents was a support level where we had this resistance, but it didn't seem to care, and it just broke it. So, you know, Delysium well on the way back to new lows right there. Altora ranging between 3 and 3.5 cents, give or take. I stacked up on 3.1 cents a little bit. I want to see how it plays out. If it breaks, 2.4 is definitely a level that it could go to. Gala, yeah, just going down, right, making lower lows as well. So Gala doesn't look that good. Games for a Living is ripping right here. We have a big token unlock coming up today. Maybe it already happened, I don't even know. Which is 30% of the current circulating supply on market cap, and that's like a lot. But the last time it happened, the price didn't care as well. So I don't know. Like that was, I think, Here, let me see, here. And nothing really happened. It had a big spike to the upside, basically. Super strong project. I am not dollar costing until it's at least twice as low. If it never gets there, then fuck it, I'm gonna miss out. But this is too high for me to buy right now. Delysium. Also, everybody was excited about this Delysium pump, and it still came down, right? So that doesn't look that well. And if we take a look at Delysium on its Bitcoin pair, yeah, then it's basically sitting at lows. Like if we put it at the weekly chart, it was made new lows like 2 months ago. So also going down quite hard. Same goes for Immutable, Magic. Some people ask me about that. Should we buy Magic? Well, look at the chart and you decide if you want to buy a chart that looks like this, right? Like not for me. Nakamoto holding up still, insane. Although it's getting a little heat right here because it's in this uptrend very clearly. 1 touch, 2 touch. Like it's like now it looks like it's trying to break this. So Nakamoto back to 33 cents is my first target. Volker Forge had a great run, but it got all fade away again as well. As I said, you know, it's ranging for like 1.5 years now between $5 and $2.50 basically, and it went all the way up to 470, and that's great. But still, it's within the range, right? And I said it's like at the top side of the range. I sold some here, and I'm very happy with that. Some people called me crazy for it. But yeah, this is the result, and I'm happy I did. And maybe buying some back right now, some more at lower $3 is not a bad idea. Overall, Volker Forged, yeah, the downtrend on its Bitcoin pair was very clear. And on its, let me take a look, where do I have that? Yeah. Like it was fighting the resistance, got rejected every time. Now it broke out, but it doesn't mean it cannot do this right now, right? Still a downtrend. What else are you horny on? Superverse is fucking wrecked. Ultra wrecked. VRA is an interesting project as it's sitting at some beautiful support, to be honest, when it comes to its Bitcoin pair at least, right? VRA had major resistance over here in 2019-20, and it now looks like this is support. So it looks to hold on its Bitcoin pair for now at least. I really would like to see this hold. If it does, then VRA is a beautiful buy. And then the dollar pair will probably never hit this level here. So that's interesting. Anything else? Yeah, my DCA watch list. Let me take a look. Cardano, same levels, struggling right there. If we look at Cardano and its Bitcoin pair, yeah, interesting, right? Interesting. Again, it's the same level as where it was over here, basically, but now here. And here it broke out. Right, I'm betting the fact a little bit on the fact that it breaks out right here as well. Therefore, I dollar costed a little bit into Cardano. However, if it does fall down, also completely fine. But then we can see way lower levels for Cardano, and that could easily put ADA at, well, depending on what Bitcoin does, but anywhere between 18 and 10 cents maybe. So I'll be a little careful with that. AVAX, new lows. I think AVAX goes to lower $5, maybe even in the $4. Yeah, Ethereum itself not looking so good on its dollar pair as well. It broke this big support of around $1,700. Now sitting at 16. Yeah, $1,100, $1,000 for Ethereum could definitely happen. Chainlink, best stablecoin out there. Yeah, if we, by the way, look at Chainlink on its Bitcoin pair, you see a downtrend, which is super obvious, right? Like if we draw this for Chainlink, you can see it had a little fake out right here, but 1 touch, 2, 3, 4, getting rejected all the time. This is a clear trend, and Chainlink is just losing the battle. So although it's a very good project, Chainlink is just not looking so well, pure technically. I have Litecoin on my watch list. I don't know why. I don't even know if I want to buy it. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, it's still in an uptrend, basically, if you put it like this, but it's also in this downtrend. So I have to take a look how Litecoin is going to play out. $60 for a Litecoin. Yeah, I don't know. I remember buying Litecoin one cycle back for just a couple of dollars, so it just feels expensive for me right now. Quant is something that a lot of people like, but still going down for the complete year, basically. Basically since ever, if you put it like this, right? Quant is just not like, I don't know how to draw this piece of shit coin. A lot of people are very bullish on Quant, but the price is just not looking so good, in my opinion. I saw people on Twitter say, Quant to $1,000 and 10,000, 100,000. These people are smoking too much shit, man. Let's be a little realistic. Maybe a $400 Quant will ever come back. However, is that worth it from here? That's a 4x, like, well, interesting. You know, if it goes to $50, then the risk reward is way more interesting already. But I want to see how this plays out. So I'm not gonna make a decision right now, right? Like, major support right here for like, almost 2 years. But major resistance here as well for 2 years. So I want to see which one of those two sides wins before I'm gonna act on it. SNFTS from Cedify made a double bottom perfectly. I want to see how that plays out. I'm stacking up on this already because I have a little FOMO for that one. Solana made some good money shorting Solana lately. Now I would like to see how this is going to play out because Solana was in a beautiful uptrend. 1, 2, 3 touches, bounced here. I want to see if this holds. If it doesn't, then $15 Solana is next. Then we go talk about $10 and maybe $4 if shit really hits the fan. Some people say, nah, never gonna happen. I don't know, man. So far, every target has hit. Yeah, and if you look at these coins on their Bitcoin pair, it's completely ridiculous, right? Like ADA already lower lows, Arweave lower lows, AVAX lower lows, Dogecoin lower lows, Ethereum lower lows right here, Gala lower lows, like we said, Illuvium lower lows, IMX lower low, everything is making lower lows. So you can say whatever you want, but buying Bitcoin was better than any of these altcoins, and these are good altcoins, right? People like Jasmine, by the way, I see a big hype over it. Well, lower lows, doesn't matter, good project, still goes down, right? So Volker Forge, I like it, but again, I don't know, it's struggling. Sol, no lower lows right here, but it's also because Solana was going down way harder than any other coin, right? From the top to the bottom, it came down 89% against Bitcoin, right? So if it ever gets here again, then it might be interesting, definitely. Superverse, lower lows, Ultra, lower lows, and Veracity, yeah, it's sitting at the cycle lows as well, and it's holding up for now, but still it's down also 89% on its Bitcoin pair. So again, say whatever you want, but altcoins are wrecked, and there are, of course, some altcoins that look better than this. But overall, this is how the market looks like, and it can get way worse, in my opinion. I want to see how the Bitcoin dominance is going to play out. If this uptrend is going to sustain, then I feel like 57% is my target where I will put some Bitcoin into altcoins, but you know, that could take a couple of months from now, and we are in no rush, and in the meantime I just DCA into Bitcoin. So that's basically what we do. Shout out to the Patreon members right there. If you want to see exclusive videos, my crypto portfolio, personal consulting, trading courses, etc., then definitely check it out. There's a link down below. Very interesting. And in the meantime, like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.